Video games have a lot of different genres and settings, and most of them get a lot of love. We got shooters, role-playing, sports, racing, etc. Some games focus on story, some on gameplay, and of course the multiplayer scene. There's a specific niche genre that I'm particularly fond of, and that's first-person parkour/movement. Mirror's Edge is probably the biggest household name for this genre, with the gameplay focusing on precise movement rather than pointing and clicking. Dying Light had the right idea and combined fun zombie killing with parkour movements, and it was awesome. FYI, the sequel is coming later this year after 6 years, and it's looking promising, so keep an eye out. Titanfall did it pretty well too, but gunplay is definitely a prime element in that series, and don't get me started on Call of Duty's midlife crisis a few years back. Which brings us to today's gem, a title that dropped late 2020, which you probably slept on, and I'm here to tell you why it deserves your attention. Let's start with Ghostrunner's bread and butter. It's all gas and no break gameplay. The premise is simple. Everybody's a one-hit kill, but so are you. Your main weapon isn't the sword, it's building momentum through uninterrupted movement. Sliding, dashing, wall running, and many more movement mechanics are in place, which allows you to navigate the levels with style and substance. Combat isn't about combos, but it's about closing the distance without getting hit. One misstep and you gotta clear the area again, so be prepared for this a lot. It sounds unforgiving, and it's because it is, but you'll eventually realize that speed and perfect timing is what makes you clear the levels with spectacular fashion. All the mechanics are implemented to perfection, and you never feel like the game cheated your death. But what keeps the experience fresh once you master the mechanics? That's a damn good question, and the answer is enemy variety and level design. As you progress through the game, different enemy types introduce themselves, each with a unique offensive strategy, which in turn forces you to engage them in a unique way. The simple grunt shoots every blue moon, so a simple dash attack at the right time keeps them at bay. Full auto machine guns, however, not so much, and the best tactic is wall running to avoid all incoming fire. Getting too easy? Well, some of them use protective shields now, so you gotta make sure you can dash behind them for a kill. Add some robots and ninjas you gotta parry, and the game constantly keeps you on your feet. This is excellent design, as you have to make rapid fire decisions while understanding the layout of the levels, and that's all while you're trying to parkour your way across without getting hit. Each mission consists of arenas where the combat lies. These arenas usually offer multiple pathways, which encourages different approaches with each playthrough or failed attempt. Having a perfect run in an arena is immensely satisfying, and the game keeps a record of your time for each mission, which further encourages replayability. The routes between arenas is where the game gives you a breather, by presenting straightforward parkour routes, as the supporting characters engage you with the story. Ghostrunner is gorgeous, and it has you moving from construction sites and maintenance tunnels to cyberpunk-esque cities with neon lights and cool signs. You even get to explore some creepy labs further down the game. Its art direction keeps you engaged while you navigate to the next arena, and the composer's soundtracks matches Ghostrunner's forward momentum beautifully. I mean, listen to this, makes you want to run headfirst to a wall. Now you may have noticed, I didn't really discuss the story, and that's because there isn't much to say. The story is serviceable enough to have you on your way, but don't be expecting anything interesting, and that's perfectly fine. The atmosphere and the setting of the game makes up more than enough, and like I said, some games focus on gameplay, and this is one of them. I'm obsessed with Doom Eternal, but nobody plays that game for the story. So the same goes here. Also kept some enemy types and environments out of this video, so if you do decide to grab the game, know that there's a lot more content that I haven't discussed, like boss fights. I also recommend disabling the heads up display to enhance the visuals of the game, like the clips in this video. There's a cool taunt key, which you probably saw me abuse throughout my playthrough, cause style, that's why. And if you're playing on PC, max out the field of view. The game right now is on sale and priced $15 both on consoles and Steam. And for that price, it's definitely worth your time. And that's all he wrote. There's a few clips left, which I'm going to play as a raw file, so you get a feel for the sound effects as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll be seeing you around.